Hey everybody, welcome back. We Three Bros Podcast, episode number 15, coming at you with Joseph. What's up, Joseph?
What up, Derek? Damn, did you say episode 15? Holy
Yeah,
shit,
man.
man.
We're rolling right along.
Think about this. I was 5 years old and I woke up one night and I was like, I'm going to start a podcast with the dude that lives in Michigan and he's going to be older and it's going to be fine. And then now here we are, 15 episodes in, man. It feels great. How are you, man?
I'm good, man. Had a full week of work. Had some training classes that were mad boring, but I fought my way through them. Usually just sat the computer down next to me and played some Ghost of Tsushima.
Listen,
Just turned the volume up a little bit.
Listen, for the people out there, who know Derek and his job, he does do his job. He was not playing Ghost of Tsushima. Wink, wink. Yeah, he was fucking playing the game because fuck all that other bullshit.
I still got my certificate and still passed the little quiz they did at the end.
So if they quizzed you on it right now and they asked you 3 questions, you'd be able to answer them.
I'd probably at least get 2 out of 3.
Okay, we'll round it up. What about 4 questions? Would you get 3 out of 4? Or would you 2 out of 4?
Yeah, I could probably still get 3 out of 4.
Oh, 75%. That's passing, man.
Yeah,
I don't care what
I'd
nobody
still get a
says.
C.
You'd still get a C. Okay. Fair enough. I think that's the standard in America. You get a C, A. C's get degrees.
Right.
That's what I've always been told.
Right.
No, fuck no, man. I was Hispanic. If I would have came home with some C's, my mom would have put her fucking F in my ass. You know what I'm saying? She would have put her foot in my ass and been like, no, sir.
Or chancla.
Her chancla. For anybody who doesn't know it is a magical weapon that Mexican moms have. It has heat seeking on it, right? It has ballistics on it. It has the fucking warhead at the tip of it. It propels at fucking the speed of light times 5. I mean, name it, and this thing can do it, right?
I always think of that video of like the girls running away, and she's like 20 to 30 yards out, and the mom like chucks that chancla, and it's still like boop, right in the back of the head and knocks her over. And that girl's running full speed, like down the street. I was like, whoa.
There, don't ever come to my house and disrespect my mom. Because
should have the other chancla no matter how far away I am.
Usain Bolt could not run this chancla. I'm telling you, man, these things are ridiculous. My mom, thankfully, I've only seen her have to throw it once at my brother, and my brother, he must have took something that day because he was like on another level. Because like she threw it at him and he like moved out of it just at the last second, and nobody
like matrixed it.
Dude, nobody does that. Nobody like it. He got so lucky, and I think it was because like I think what it was is that he was like he didn't see it coming. But for some reason, he just decided to like turn his head, and it just like millimeters just like brushed his cheek or something.
It like gave him a shave.
Yeah, but it was. This is the thing though. It was just enough of a distraction for him to like try to process what happened, that she was on his ass. She grabbed his shirt and was just giving him the business. So at that time, maybe she meant to miss him on purpose just to be able to like, distract him.
Catch him off guard.
Just catch him off guard for just enough second for her to run up, grab him, and then just start wailing on him and just be like, tu hijo de su pinche madre, you know what I'm saying? And just kind of go into all the Spanish curse words that I'm not going to say right now that I learned, and I'm sure you probably know too, but, she was in there giving the business. So if people don't know out there, man, the chancla is real. You probably can't see it in Derek's camera, but one of these days I'm going to send him a fucking chancla, and he's going to put it behind him and just have it on the wall, man. We're going to have a little memorial thing for the chancla.
Of the chancla.
Of my mom's chancla growing up, man. Yeah, so those things are dangerous. They almost remind me of a special weapon. It's pretty much like, okay, so Thanos has his gauntlet, right? And Mexican moms just have the chancla, man. That's it. Like, you want to get rid of half the universe or some shit like that, or half the fucking population of the planet, give Mexican moms chanclas, send them into war, and that's a wrap, bro.
Everyone's getting a chancla.
Everybody's getting a chancla to the dome.
So how was your week?
Oh man, the week it's been busy, man. I had a busy week with a lot of stuff going on with work, man. Just I mean for people who don't know out there, I work in retail, so we just had our back to school season, which gets pretty busy, but we've gotten a lot slower, so thankfully this kind of helped from a business perspective. But just had a lot of meetings and things I needed to follow up on, things, stuff like that. So but besides that, man, it's been good. I've been able to, we kind of talked the last episode, I longboard a little bit. And I learned something really
What's
quickly.
that?
is that you can fall off that bitch and it hurts. And then okay, so I fell off, right? So I was just, and again, it was the stupidest thing. Like I was just trying to move over so this car could go around me, and the car wasn't even
Yeah.
nowhere near me, right? But I was like, oh, let me just move out of the way, and I fucking like it, like I had my foot on the board, it went flying forward for some reason, and I just like went up in the air, came down, and smacked my hands.
Ah.
Right now, this is, you want to know what I learned? So thankfully, so I used to do jujitsu, right? And one of the
Yeah.
things in jujitsu, what they would do is like you would kind of fall back. When you would fall back, you would slap your hands before your body kind of like hit the ground, so it would help your momentum to slow you down.
Yeah.
Again, that's what they told me. I don't know if that's true or not, but it would help, right? So like it would help to kind of protect you from just kind of fucking falling back and smacking your head on the mat.
Yeah.
You would just kind of do this little rolling thing, kind of slap the mat, and then it would slow you down just enough, help with the momentum. So I kind of did that, so that helped. So I didn't like, and I got the soft spot on my body, so I kind of got to the side on like my back, and then like kind of my like butt cheek or something. So it wasn't like I
Yeah.
like hit a really bad part, but I stopped. So I fell down, and like I said, I kind of used my hands to do the same motion.
Yeah.
Um, but I was coming down a little too fast, and I've never done it on a hard surface. I've only done it on mats and shit.
Yeah.
So I did it, and let me tell you something. This is again, like I said, one, it fucking hurts to fall. Right, that's one. Number two is my pimp hand. Like, and hear me out on this, right? Like you're probably like, where the hell is this guy going with this, right? But my pimp hand is strong, but fuck, it's not that strong. And let me know if I had to smack a bitch. And again, the bitch can be a term for anybody. I don't care who he, male, female. I don't care. I will smack the shit out of anybody if I had to. No, not really. I'm not a violent person. But anyways, if I had to, right? Um, I how can I say this? So like I hit the ground so hard that I bruised like my thumb. You probably can't see it, man, but I bruised like my thumb and part of my hand.
Dang.
So it made me think that if I smacked somebody hard enough, I could bruise the shit out of my hand.
Right.
So all you players out there, again, male or female, whatever kind of players are out there, keep that pin pan strong, but be gentle with
Right.
that bitch, because if not, you could bruise the fuck out of your hand. I'm
Maybe
just
get some special lotions and stuff.
maybe next time before I go, I go longboard or anything like that, man. I'll make sure to put some special lotions, some special gloves, make sure my
Right.
hands nice and soft. So if I gotta smack a bitch, I'm not bruising my hand. You know what I mean? Or something like that. Or if
Or
you
if you
guys,
gotta smack the payment.
smack the pavement, it's gonna hold you down, man. So yeah, longboard, and then also watch a few episodes of some things, man. Watch some shows, but the number one thing
Did
I
you do
am
the
ex-
milk
what's
crate challenge while you're at it?
oh the, one, whose idea was that? Where
I
did
don't
this
know.
come
These
from?
things just come out of nowhere.
Yeah, one of my favorite tweets that I read, and again, I wish I could give credit to the person that tweeted this, but it was just like, yo, where the hell are they getting all these crates in the hood?
I
Right?
saw someone because when I was in New York, I was on one of those Facebook groups for people buying and selling stuff in New York. Because
Yeah,
like I bought some of my PS4 games from people on there,
of
so
course, man. It's a good
and
market.
they would meet me at work or whatever in
Yeah.
Manhattan. And so the other day, someone was on there and they had like posted a bunch of crates, and they're like, "I'll bring them to you, whatever, whatever." So someone was on there, someone's going around selling these crates.
They wanted to see this. They wanted to see some people bust ass, and people were willing to try them.
All right.
Which ones are your favorite ones? Have you seen any of them success ones? And have you seen?
I've seen a couple of success ones. I saw one girl do it in heels, which was pretty impressive.
I saw that one too. That was fucking
I
awesome.
saw a dude I think he was at like football practice or whatever, but he didn't have like pads or anything on. He was
Hmm.
just like had the pants on or whatever.
Yeah.
But he went over it like on the phone the whole time. Like he was on the phone and up and over.
Oh no shit.
Um, I saw some dude that like when he was coming down the other side, he like sprint down the other side and like everything was like collapsing behind him, but he made it all the way
I saw
down.
that one too. Guy was wearing like a black shirt or something.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
But most of some people just fall and bust their back. Like just that looks so painful. Like I had back surgery once. I don't want to like
yeah.
mess it up by like falling back first onto a crate.
So one of my favorite ones. Can I get a yerp? Just a yerp. Come on, man.
You're
There it is. I saw one guy do it in some Tims. Hey, if you guys don't know anything about yerp and Tims, it's a thing in New York. Like, please look this up, man. But I saw one guy doing it in his Tims. He was in a tank top, some denim jeans sagging, and he was doing it in some Tims. And he climbed to the top, and he did it like a G, man. He did it perfectly. Like, got up to the top one. He rolled up a blunt, like he had a blunt in his hand or like a
well,
joint, and he was like rolling up the joint at the very top, like licked it and everything, lit it up, and then came back down smoking it, right, and then like, hit up to the other side. And then I saw another video of the same guy. I don't know what he was doing. I guess it was two of them, so it's two people trying to like go add to the top together and then like turn around and
Oh
then climb
man.
back off or something. It was awesome when they got up there, but when they were trying to do the turn, it didn't make it. And like you said, like they fucking like it was like three milk crates that just fell all on top of each other, and then like the guy's back, like just it was ugly. It was
Yeah.
ugly, man. But yeah, the milk crate challenge. Look, man, I have my own theories about people being distracted about shit and get my own conspiracies and everything with that. But at the same time, like for them to do that kind of stuff, it's like, yo, what is going on right now? So whoever came up with the challenge, I mean, come on, the cinnamon challenge, the milk
Oh,
crate
I remember
challenge.
that one. That was a while ago. The spoonful of cinnamon.
Yo, the cinnamon one was crazy because like I know it was like affecting people's lungs. Like if you try to like
You could probably choke on that and like choke yourself out.
well, it's like choke yourself out, and then at the same time, like as you put the cinnamon in your mouth, if you breathe it in, it was like causing like mad irritation to like people's lungs
Yeah,
and
because
stuff.
it's like crystals or whatever. Like cinnamon, the ground cinnamon is like a crystal, right?
Yeah, so I think with cinnamon, like what it's supposed to be, technically, it's like supposed to be a deterrent, right? Like spicy foods,
Mm,
peppermint, for example, that's another food that's supposed to be a deterrent, so certain animals won't eat it and stuff. But
yeah,
again, us humans, we're like, oh, we fucking like this shit. So cinnamon is kind of like that too, right?
yeah.
It's supposed to be deterrent, so like people won't eat that plant, right? Um, but for us, we're just like, oh fuck it, we'll just put it in a spoonful, put it in our mouth, and try to like eat the entire thing, and then we fucking inhale it, and then next thing you know, people
And
are fucking choking and dying and shit. I don't know. Oh, and then the Tide Pod thing.
yeah,
Oh,
I don't get some of these. Like when I was in the army, we did one.
uh
So
oh,
every MRE comes with a thing of crackers, and it's
yeah.
two big squares of crackers, which is basically, and it had the line, so it's basically four crackers, two things of four, so eight crackers.
Wait,
So you,
I got a question, man. Before we get into this, is it true that gum is a laxative? I've always heard
I
that.
think
Like
it used to be,
it used to be.
but
Okay, not anymore.
yeah, now when I was in, it wasn't.
Okay,
Like we used to chew
I
that
think
gum, and I never had to run to the
okay,
toilet.
maybe I heard that, man. It could be a urban legend or something
Yeah, I
like
think
that. But
it used to be.
I could have swore somebody told me one time that like if you chew the gum, it's supposed to be a laxative just to help you go. I could be wrong. I don't know. That's why I had a question. Anyways, the crackers. I know we were going with this,
So
so keep going.
so you had 2 minutes to eat both these cracker sheets, which is basically eight crackers with no water. And people can get through like the first four crackers. You know, you get through it with the saliva you build up in your mouth, but
Yep.
after that, it's a done deal. It's like chewing on um and what do you call it when you cut the wood and sawdust. It's
Sawdust.
like having a mouthful of sawdust.
It
And
dries the hell out of your
I think
mouth.
I've seen one person in my 12 years in the army make it through all eight crackers
The
without
saltine
drinking any
cracker
water
challenge.
in 2 minutes.
The
And
s-
these weren't salty. These, you know, they were just dry ass crackers. They weren't
oh
saltines. They didn't
shit.
have salt on them. They were unsalted.
Oh
Just dry as
no.
a bone
You
crackers.
might as well just grab like a bunch of pieces of cardboard and start eating them like that or something like that.
Or start chewing on a tree.
um, well, speaking, and that was gonna be my question to you, man. If you ever, did any of the challenges that you saw online, but I guess the crackers one was the only one that
Yeah,
you
that
ever
was the only one.
tried.
I think everyone that's been in the military has tried it at least once.
You know what? I'm gonna ask our boy Victor, man, and ask him if he has ever tried the saltine cracker challenge or something like that, and
Yeah.
see if he's ever done it. I want to say I like attempted it without really attempting it. Like I think it was
Yeah.
one of those things where like I ate like one or two, and just like, oh, I wonder if I would eat like, because I think it was within a certain time limit, right? Or was it just
Yeah.
eat all four
I
like
think we always did like in 2 minutes. You had two
in
minutes
two
to
minutes or
polish
something
off
like?
these eight crackers.
Yeah, so I think like I never did it anything like, or I think I've only like ate like two or three of them without water, and was just like, oh, I wonder if I could do it. But I knew like once I got to the second one, I was like, man, there's no fucking way. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I think the only other challenge maybe I did, and I did it as a joke, was like planking or something. But that was easy, like that was
Yeah.
stupid. Like I think I just laid on top of something, put the arm straight,
Yeah.
just laid there or whatever.
Yeah.
So once I saw somebody do that shit on $1 million, I was like, all right, fuck this game. I don't want to play no more.
Right. I'm
I
out.
was like, screw you guys, I'm going home. I like fucking threw the controller down on the ground and was just like, man, I don't want to be a part of this. Like, screw you guys, I'm done. I'm done. I don't want to do this no more. But that's probably like the closest of a challenge that I ever did that I ever saw. I was like, I could probably do that. And trust me, don't get me wrong, man. Like I see these challenges, not all the time, but every once in a while I'll see like a new challenge will come up and I'm just like, yeah, nah, fuck that. Like
Yeah.
when I saw the people doing the
And what
crate
about
challenge.
like the like the restaurants that have like you eat this dish in a certain amount of time and it's free or whatever. Do you think you could do any of those?
Hmm.
Like there
Well,
was a place by in Tomball
Mel's
that had a
Burgers,
burger and
Mel's Diner, man.
yeah, so they had that Mel's burger, and if you could finish that, and was it an hour you got?
I think it was an hour. Yeah.
But we all like as whenever we got a new recruiter, we would take them there, and that was like initiation. You had to try to eat that Mel's burger.
No
I think I got
way.
through like 3 patties, and I was done. I'm like, I'm out. I'm already like bloated. Like I can't eat no more of this.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, there's a great
it's like
restaurant.
it's like what, like 10 patties,
I think
a whole
so.
head of lettuce,
Hmm.
2 tomatoes, an onion,
Like
you
half
know,
a
and then
block
the
of
bun.
cheese or something like that.
Yeah, like a half a block of cheese,
But
just
I
something
think, but I
ridiculous.
think that you could supplement things, right? So like if you take out the head of lettuce, they add more patties. Or
Yeah,
if you add the lettuce but you take out the tomatoes, they add more cheese or something, or they add more patties.
yeah.
Like they supplement it. Like it's no matter what, man, you're gonna eat a fucking burger that's like,
As
maybe a foot
as
tall
big
or
as
some
your
shit.
torso.
Dude, yeah, man. But yeah, no, I mean I didn't do the challenge, but I definitely ordered that burger.
I
Like
saw like remember they put the names on the wall with the
mm-hmm.
time, and there was someone on there. I remember there was some sub 10s on there.
Yep.
Like, how are people eating this whole burger in under 10 minutes?
Well, I think there was a bunch of kind of speaking on that a little bit, right? I saw something on Twitter. They were talking about like a hot dog takes a year off your life or something like that, or 4 hot dogs take a year.
I
It
think it
was
said like 36 minutes per hot dog.
per 36 minutes, right? It was like 36 minutes, and then they were like thinking they were like, oh, Joey Jaws, like that dude just ate like 70 hot dogs. But how many
Right.
hot dogs has he eaten in his fucking
In his
life?
lifetime.
And they were like, this dude's gonna die next year, year. But again, there's people who train and do that kind of stuff, man. But me,
Yeah.
no,
I
I could
mean,
do no.
I think when it boils down to is everybody's different. Look at what was the old Mel Burns? He was like 100 and something when he died, smoked cigars, drank whiskey until the day he
True.
died.
Yeah.
Like some people are just, you know,
Built
people are just
different, man.
different. Some people's bodies can handle, other people's can't.
There's a comedian once, man, and I wish I could give him credit, but I can't remember who he was. But he's just like, the people who live the longest. It's not nice, gentle people that we all love. It's the bastards who are miserable and hate everybody.
Yeah, right.
He's like, it's that old guy that you walk on his lawn. And he's like, hey, get the hell off my lawn. It's that guy. That guy's living in. So he's outliving all of us.
There was
So
an old guy that lived like a couple of doors down from my aunt, and when we were growing up, and we'd go to Michigan to visit my family,
yeah.
and anytime if you got anywhere near his grass, he would come running out with a garden hose and like swinging it. And he was pretty old at that time, and this was I was a kid at that time. I was like 12, 13 years old, and I mean I'm pretty sure he didn't pass away until just a few years ago.
No, come on, don't lie, Derek. He's still alive. He's
He
he's out there
probably is.
stomping.
Probably if I go back to my aunt's house and walk across his lawn, he'll come out with a garden hose.
No, what's gonna happen? You're gonna hear this creaking, just like creak, 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 and then it's just him
On
rolling out on
the wheelie thing, the wheelie walker.
on a fucking walker, if not a walker, like a I can't remember the name right now. I almost called that a stroller. It is not a stroller. A wheelchair. There it is. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
coming out in a wheelchair, fucking squeaking and shit, and he's taking forever. He's pretty much like Herbert the pervert from Family Guy. He
Yeah, right.
probably walks as slow or like wheels just as slow, and he's like picking up the water hose. And I was like, "Don't worry, I'm gonna get you." And just like,
Going to make your poops and peeps.
no. But yeah, so again, it's those meme bastards or something like that. But no, I would say that some people at work the other day, man, they did some kind of chip challenge, right? So this guy brought these chips at
Or
work.
is it the individual, the El Paquito, or something like that?
So
Individual,
the El Paquito, yeah. So it wasn't those chips, but I think it was the ones that are like those. Like so, for example,
same
same brand,
brand,
but
but
it's the
it
big
comes in the
bag.
regular bag.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. So like I think there's like
I
that
think you can get those at Potbelly or something like that.
something like that, right? So it's El Paquito, right? Like it's that bag, and then there's like the individual ones that are hotter, but the one in the
Yeah.
bag are still freaking hot. But this one of these guys that I work with, man, he came to work and he's just like he was paying people to eat the chip, and like he's paying them like $20, man. So it makes me think like how hot these fucking chips were, because like one girl they said that she like took one bite and then she like took multiple bites of the same chip, and
Oof.
like exactly,
Oof.
and they said that she was sitting there, she was like, oh, this isn't that bad, and then just tears, went to the bathroom, was like throwing up and stuff like that. They had to send her home.
So you remember? I don't know if they still do, but Buffalo Wild Wings would do like a flavor of the month, like a special flavor that wasn't like a regular menu flavor.
Mm-hmm.
So one month, a couple years ago, they did um, Carolina Reaper flavor,
Oh
and I
no.
ordered a batch,
No.
and I ate one wing, and I was done. I had their tall boy beer. I
Yeah.
chugged it. It was full. He just gave it to me. I polished off the wing, and then I chugged that beer, and then just like cup. He was just bringing me cups of water, and boogers were coming down my face.
No
I
way.
couldn't see. It was the worst.
So my favorite thing about that kind of stuff, right, is like the first two or three bites. I don't even want to say
You're
three because
fine. You're like, oh, this is easy.
yeah, yeah, I won't even say three. I'll say the first two bites. You're like, this isn't that bad, and just like a small like fire that just keeps getting bigger and bigger, man. It just like you put it in your mouth and it just gets more and more, and you're almost dragon's breath at that time. And like you said, boogers, tears are coming out, man. It turns violent really quickly. I think that the only thing I
Yeah,
ever did something like that was me and my friends. So kind of like somebody bringing out shots of tequila. They brought
yeah.
out one ghost pepper for everybody,
Oof.
and it was like four of us. And they're like, "Yeah, let's go ahead. We have to do this together." We're like, "All right." We toasted it and ate it and stuff. We're like, "Yeah, this isn't too bad." And just like three other grown men just kind of hanging out. We're just like, "Yeah, this is fine. This is fine." Oh fuck, this is not fine. This is not fine. And I mean, me being Latino, man, I've eaten a lot of spicy food in my life, or at least have tried some spicy food. It's not my favorite. I personally don't like spicy food, but I've eaten spicy food, so I like ate this, and I was like, all right, this isn't that bad. And I manned it up, and I was like, I'm fine. I just remember, man, I'm old. I can't be doing that kind of shit, man. My whole esophagus, like everything was just. I just remember feeling it, like just slowly. I felt the burn, every single way into my stomach, man. And I remember it being in my stomach, and I was just sitting there, like, fuck this shit. Like, why did I do this? Who, like, who's stupid enough to do this? Like, why are they
Torture.
making shit that you
We
have to
like
use
torture.
gloves to make?
Right. And you have to sign like a waiver and all this. When we went to Iraq, I used to I bought cases. You remember the pickles, the pickles in the pouch?
Of course.
So they have like the Big Mama,
Yeah.
and then they have another one, and they have Little Pepe.
Yeah.
And Little Pepe
I don't think I've ever
is a
seen Lil
hot,
Pepe, but
is a hot MFer.
it's a
And I
habanero?
bought it. No, it's hot. It's a hot some bitch. I don't know why the little one is hotter than the bigger ones,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
and I had cases of them. So I would eat them while we were in Iraq.
I was
Like
like,
it's
why?
already 120 degrees out. And I'm eating these hot ass pepper or pickles.
Well, I mean, it's smart because that's what a lot of
You sweat
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
So
then
there's a lot
you
of countries that eat spice. The reason they eat spicy foods is to help them keep cool. So it's
sweat and it
smart.
cools you down.
Yeah, yeah.
So then on my last day there, I
Oh no,
had
I don't
my
like where this is
soldiers.
going.
We each had a pickle. We had to eat the pickle, and then we had to drink the whole packet of juice afterwards.
No.
It's probably not a good
What?
idea when I'm getting ready to go on a plane to leave Iraq to head to Germany.
Now again, let's be transparent here, man. It's not. It's bad going in, but it's worse
It's
coming
worse
out.
on the way out. Yeah.
It's so bad. So
Luckily, I made it to Germany without having any incidents.
okay, okay, but still, man, no, I couldn't. Yeah, I'm
Another one is, have you ever had the Bean Boozled, the Jelly Belly messed up flavors?
dude. Okay, that's funny you mention it. I did that shit on Thursday. Like legit, like 100%. Like they some one of the employees was like thought that it was a joke, right? Not a joke, but they were like, oh, we're gonna have everybody do this. So she
Yeah.
literally had a little box and she gave every single person one, and like everybody had to eat it, right? And
Did you get a
so
bad one or a good one?
so I wasn't there that day. That was on Wednesday. So
Oh,
when I went to work on Thursday, they were like, "Yeah, like we're gonna do this, right? You're gonna be a part of this." And so me and two other people who weren't there on Wednesday, they made us do it. So it was three of us.
they waited for you.
And so they gave me them, right, and I was sitting there and like I'm like eating it and shit, and I'm trying to play it off like I'm just like, yeah, it tastes delicious, right? And so the other two people are like, yeah, this tastes like coconut. This tastes like strawberries. I got stink bug.
And
Holy
it
Derek.
tastes just like a stink bug flew in your mouth.
Oh man, Derek, I want to say I had lunch at like 5 hours later. Like I guess as soon as I got there I had to do it, right? So it was like one
Yeah.
o'clock. So at 6 o'clock I'm going to lunch. I'm like burping it up and still tasting it. Man, it was so fucking bad. It was so bad.
When
But
I
yeah,
worked at
they fucking did me dirty, man. I was like, I've done it before and I got a good one, but
yeah,
I guess karma's a bitch because like it was my turn to get it this time.
when I worked at Starbucks a few years back, it was like Halloween time, and I brought in the little box of it, and we had a little dish by the register, and I poured them in there,
Hmm.
and customers would come in and they'd be like, "Oh, can I have a jelly bean?" Like, yeah, have a jelly bean.
Oh no, you didn't.
Yo, the reaction to some of these customers. And it was mostly like kids that would eat it. Like grown ups would be like, oh, I don't want a jelly bean
Yeah,
with my
like fuck.
coffee. But the kids would get like grab a handful. And these kids are like, ah, their faces, and they're like trying to spit it out.
There's one guy, so like they showed me a video that, again, it was like four people who did it on Wednesday, and they were like, "Oh yeah," and you just see one guy go, "No," and he starts making like the vomiting sound. I'm not gonna make it on here, but he starts making the vomiting sound. He's like running into the bathroom trying to like spit it out because I think he got dirty sink water or something like that. Yeah, man. But yeah, that's terrible. That's
It's
stupid
crazy
game.
how some of them like there's the one that's like baby wipes or whatever, and it tastes like someone put a baby wipe in your mouth. Like, how do they make the flavor of a baby wipe?
It's because it has baby wipe juices in it, man.
That's disgusting.
They poured it in the
Or
candy. That's it.
like boogers. How do you know what a booger tastes like unless you ate boogers
Oh
before? You know what I
no.
mean?
Oh no. That's gross, man. I forgot boogers is a flavor too. That's so
Yeah, I
gross.
don't. This I think there was like canned dog food or something like that.
Yeah, somebody got dog food and the person was just like, "Yeah, this doesn't taste great, but I mean, I don't mind this." I'm like, "What the
Tastes like a tin of Alpo.
I don't know. Come on, man. Tell me you've never
Yeah.
eaten dog food in your life.
Not like the wet ones. I've tried my dog's like the biscuits, like the treat biscuits. I've tried
Yeah.
one of those.
I will say that I have too, but I was a kid. I didn't do
Yeah,
this shit like
yeah.
I wasn't
When
over.
I haven't had a dog like when we had like these dogs when I was in like sixth grade maybe.
Mhm.
So it was a long time ago when we had this dog.
Yeah, no, I was like, okay, so I was young enough um to do it, but I was old enough to know better, but I still
Right.
did it because I was just like, I just want to try this shit just to see that, just to say that
The
I
dogs
tried it.
love it. Why can't I?
Exactly, it was terrible. And then I remember there was somebody at work that said that they bought their dogs like these blueberry biscuits or something, and they said they smelled so good that they were like, ah, fuck it, why not? And they said they ate it, and it was actually pretty good. And I was like, yo, don't be telling me that you're out at home just eating your dogs like biscuits and
Just
shit.
snacking
Like,
on
yeah, like
blueberry
eat your.
biscuits.
I was like, eat your own goddamn food. Leave your poor dog's food alone. Why are you eating dog food? They're like, no, no, no. They're like, it tastes really good. They're all organic. I was like, I don't give a shit if it's organic. It's for the dog.
Right.
Let them eat it. Don't eat that shit. I don't know, man. I can't get down with it. But anyways, back we're getting way off topic here,
Yeah,
as always,
I think
man.
we dove right into challenges and weird foods.
You started this. Anyways, man, the one thing I definitely wanted to talk to you today, and you know what it is. I know what it is. It's the
Spider-Man?
trailer. It's the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, man.
Yo.
Before we get into the thoughts, I texted you like that day of, right? And I was just like,
Yeah.
hey, man, I was just like, did you watch the trailer? And you're
Cuz I
like,
knew it leaked the day before and I tried finding it, but Sony like scrubbed the internet looking for anyone that posted it.
so the way I found it, right? The way I saw it was on Reddit, right? It was somebody Reddit, we put it on a Reddit post. And
Yeah.
on the Reddit post, it was a video of a video. So it was like someone's phone and it had like a watermark right across the front of it, and it was like somebody recording, like showing the video from the phone. So it wasn't even like a
Yeah.
video like this. It was like a video of somebody's video on a
It was
phone.
like I was holding my phone up to you to watch it.
Dude, exactly. So like that's how I watched it. But again, it would like they didn't clean up. It wasn't polished. There was still a lot of like you could tell like it was still in the pre 3D animation. But it was
Yeah.
still the everything they showed was pretty much the same. It wasn't too much
Yeah.
similar or too much different. But I remember seeing like Goblin's, thing, and I remember Doc Ock at the end of the trailer. But the trailer didn't deviate too far. Like I was like, holy shit, this is actually, I was like, once I saw like that trailer, I was like, okay, this is fake because somebody I knew at work, they were like, oh yeah, the trailer, I've seen it. And I was like, no bullshit, you haven't seen it. They're like, no, I've seen the trailer, and I was like, no
Right.
fucking way. They're like, it's not out. Like nobody, and that person was like, no, 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 I saw it. And then fast forward a little bit, or I think it was like the next day or 2 days later, like I did see the trailer, but it was like on the phone. And then the day of, I'm glad I was like on Twitter that night and I was like, I gotta send this to Derek immediately. Was that the first person to show you it, or did you had a you?
Yeah, yeah,
I did. Oh fuck yeah, man. But I had saw it on there and I was just like, I gotta send this to fucking Derek. I gotta send this. This is too good, dude. And I watched it at least 2 or 3 times. But anyways, go for it, man. Thoughts,
yo,
impressions. What'd you think, man?
I'm hype. It was awesome. There's so much going on, like, and they're not going to give away a lot of the details. They're not going to tell you
I
who else
hope
is going to
not.
be
I
in
don't
it.
want them to.
So, one of the things they so you saw was Sandman,
Mm-hmm.
Electro, the Green Goblin, his pumpkin bomb, and Doc
Yeah.
Ock.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, like one of the screens they showed slowed down, it was dark, and Tom Holland like turned around quick. That's
And
the lizard.
and somebody hit the thing. Well,
Yeah,
they speculating it's a lizard or
yeah, that's
Venom.
what they're. Well,
But
I don't think it's gonna be Venom.
but I don't think, yeah, I don't think it's, I think it's too early to bring in that character.
Yeah,
But
it's not
yeah,
gonna be Venom.
yeah.
But that leaves one more for the Sinister Six.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be Vulture
Vulture would be cool. I
because
would love to
he's
see.
in Tom
Yeah, I
Holland's,
would love to see Vulture come back, or Michael
or
Keaton's
it could
character.
be Scorpion because they showed Scorpion, like the person that's playing Scorpion
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the first one, Homecoming,
Yep.
when he was in jail, when the Vulture was in jail,
Yeah.
and I don't know if it's. I've someone said that Morbius was also that he walked past Morbius when they were in line passing each other, the prisoners.
Oh,
But I don't know how
okay.
true that is. I'd have to go back and watch.
No, for sure. I mean, that I also like, people also speculated that possibly Rhino could be another one of the
Yeah,
characters.
he could come back.
But I don't, they were like, I don't think they would bring back the Rhino that was in the Amazing Spider-Mans, but I don't know.
Yeah,
So I
or it might not be Paul Giamatti again or something.
I forgot it was Paul Giamatti. That's right. Did you ever watch? Did you watch the Amazing Spider-Man films with
I liked him.
Andrew
Well,
Garfield?
I didn't like Electro. Electro was that version of Electro was dumb.
Again, I didn't watch them, so I can't really speak on it too much. But I know that I had very high hopes, but I've heard nothing but bad things. I'll watch them eventually. Like, I have to,
Yeah,
man. It's one of the things you can just have to just get through it, kind of thing,
yeah.
So
So I'm just curious to see how it's all going to unfold. Like one of the things is, that's like Doctor Strange isn't the type of person that would just do that for Peter. Like, oh, okay, we
yeah,
can create this spell and make everything go away. So people are saying that it's going to be Mephisto or
I saw that.
Mephisto,
Hmm.
which is basically like a demon or whatever
The devil, pretty much.
in
Yeah,
the form of Doctor Strange.
yeah,
So that's a pretty good fan theory. Who knows how true it is? But I
yeah.
guess we'll see in December. But man, the trailer was awesome.
Yeah, no, I know. From what or some of my friends are speculating, they were saying that, like, yeah, they definitely think Doctor Strange is probably a villain, right? Like, they don't think that, like you said, they don't think he would be the person that just kind of, just let them do whatever they want. Or not
Yeah,
to let them do whatever, but like do anything for any kind of character, especially for Peter. Like, they don't have that
yeah,
kind of relationship, kind of thing, So, and like, what was he wearing? Why was it snowing in you
yeah. He
know
has like a hoodie on with his over the under the cape.
Yeah. And of course, like you said, they were speculating all these different characters that were possibly in the film. So yeah, man, I don't know. I'm glad to see Alfred Molina's Doc Ock. I loved that character a lot, man. He was awesome in the film. Um, and then of course Green Goblin, if they bring back Willem
Willem
Dafoe,
Dafoe.
or if not Willem Dafoe, James Franco or whatever. So
Yeah,
whichever one, again, it's still pretty cool. I just, and some people were even speculating. They're like, yeah, when Doc Ock comes up on the bridge and he's just like, "Hello, Peter." Some of my friends are like, I don't think he's talking to
it
Tom.
was. They were talking. He's talking to Toby Maguire's Spider Man.
Yeah,
But all of that is still. I mean, unless someone has actual set footage of them being on state on set together,
yeah,
because Andrew Garfield said multiple times that he's never even been contacted about being a part of the MCU or this
yeah.
film. Like he said that nobody's contacted him or his agent.
Hmm.
So maybe his Spider Man isn't in it,
Yeah, possibly. Well, I remember in
but
Civil
maybe
War, the same thing, right? People kept saying, they're like, no, they're not going to get the right to Spider-Man. Nope, they're not going to get the right. Sony's not going to give it up.
that's true.
They're like, hey, the talks are going well. No, they're not. And then you watch the movie and fucking Tom Holland's there, and you're like, Holy
I like
shit.
freaked out.
Yeah, I mean, you're jumping for joy. You're like, yeah, but I heard that they're having complications again. I don't know if you there was a recent article that came out that's saying that like Sony may not renew. Um,
Yeah, because they want to start their own Spider-Man universe
yep. And
under
I
Sony.
think they officially came out and called it right. It's the Spider-Man universe. Like they
Yeah,
came
something
out,
like
they
that.
gave it a name for all the
Yeah,
different Spider-Mans within the realm that's within Sony and stuff.
and then
So
they can bring in, have him meet up with Venom
yeah.
and Morbius and Craven and all these other characters in the Spider-Man realm.
Which we hope to get, right? Like that's the ultimate goal at the end of the day. Like they're trying to do the same thing that Marvel did and Disney did with those films, and
Yeah,
he's trying to do the same thing, right?
yeah.
So, I would love to see, their own Spider, all these Spider-Mans on screen, Toby, Andrew, and Tom Holland, and just kind of
Maybe
see them
they'll
do that.
introduce someone to be Miles Morales.
Dude, don't play with me on this, man. Like, don't tease me on this because, like, I've been like after the animated film and just like I want
Yeah,
somebody, man, something, someone like if they can bring out that character because again that storyline is there, right? Like that's
yeah.
it literally
That's part
happened
of the
in that other.
multiverse.
It's
Yeah,
yeah, it's definitely it happened in that film or in that universe and stuff. Like, come on, bring him out, like bring him on, man.
and
Spider Gwen.
they already introduced his uncle, so the Prowler.
They introduced the problem. Like, come on, man, just bring him in. It'll be fine. I think he'd be a great addition into that like whole Spider-Man world. Um, and yeah, man, I'm excited to see kind of what's going to happen with that and see where that's
Yeah,
all going to be, right? So, um, I don't know what direction they're going with, man. The trailer doesn't really give you too much. Like, obviously, like
yeah,
he wants to, like, yeah, like he wants to be forgotten because of like his, his alter ego or like who he is actually kind of, um been exposed,
yeah,
and obviously that's going to cause him problems for him within his relationship, and him within his relationship, and then of course there's like within his relationships around the world, right? Like,
yeah,
that may put Aunt May into a position where now she has to go into hiding or something like that,
yeah,
or whatever the case may be. But I don't know, man. I'm intrigued. Hopefully they bring in other characters too. I would love to see some Marvel characters besides Doctor Strange kind of go in there as well.
yeah.
Either that's Thor or um, any other
It won't be
character.
Thor because he's out with the Guardians out in space.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about. Yeah, it can't be Thor. Maybe where's the Hulk at? Maybe the Hulk.
Where did the Hawk go at the end of Endgame? Oh, he's Professor Hawk now.
Yeah, Professor Hulk. Maybe see Professor Hulk. Maybe
Maybe.
Hawkeye. Somebody. So,
Yeah.
which speaking of Hawkeye, this is a good this is a good transition into what if, man.
What if?
Tell me you watched the episode.
Yeah, that was an awesome episode. It was a good twist at the end. The whole time I had no idea who it was gonna be.
So, full disclosure, man, I think I read up ahead on accident and I found out what was happening.
Yeah,
But if I didn't know, I would have been blown away. I would have been
yeah,
like it would have been a major twist. So again, spoilers, people for who've watched or who have not watched it. Sorry, um, it was Hank Pym. It was Ant Man,
yeah.
right? Like
That was crazy how he was able to kill all the Avengers before the Avengers Initiative could get off the ground.
and like he knew, like he's that smart, right? That he's
Yeah,
able to kind of figure out all those things and just kind of like what their weaknesses were, how could they be killed and stuff, right? Hawkeye,
yeah.
like, or he, kind of pinned it against Black Widow at the beginning and made it seem like she was the one who killed, um,
Tony
Tony Stark,
Stark.
right? Because she like gave him the antidote, which was very smart, right? And then,
Yeah,
or not the antidote, but like that thing to help him with his hangover and stuff, and he just died, which blew me, like shocked the hell out of me. I was like, holy shit,
yeah.
Tony's dead? What?
Right.
Um, and then from there, kind of going into the next one that was killed was just Thor's, right? Thor's
Thor.
character and stuff. But again, I love the fact that they kind of brought that whole universe and like how he was introduced and stuff. How like again
Yeah.
similar to the movie, but I like the
It was
jokes too.
pretty much like the movie.
Yeah, and then Hawkeye's up there and it fucking shoots him in the arrow or shoots him in the chest, but it wasn't really Hawkeye. It was Ant Man, right?
Ant Man.
And then
Well, he wasn't Ant Man. It was Yellow Jacket. He was playing Yellow Jacket.
oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense then. Yeah, it
So the
wasn't.
suit was that black and yellow, I guess, or yellow, or
Yeah, and he had like
I can't.
um
Yeah, the arms that came out.
the arms that came
Yeah,
out. Yeah,
that was the Yellow Jacket suit.
I guess I didn't catch that. I guess I, or at least I wasn't paying attention that well to that to realize that that was him kind of doing that or whatever. But
Yeah,
no, that makes sense. That makes a lot more sense then. Because at first I was just like, okay, cool, Ant Man's just killing people. That's fucked up. But no, it wasn't there. I can't remember what was he. Why was he attacking them again? Was it because like his wife got
because
like
yeah,
murdered?
because Hope died, his wife died, and
Hmm.
he blamed the basically Nick Fury and Shield on her
Oh,
death.
okay, gotcha. And then he was just like, I'm gonna go back and just murder all these people.
Yeah,
I did like the fact that Loki came through and he eventually like ruled the planet, which was kind of interesting, right?
yeah,
Eventually took over.
that was crazy.
But that's him though. Like that's his character, right? That's who he plays
Yeah,
in. He's the trickster god, so he's gonna be like a good
yeah,
guy for a little bit, or not a little bit. Like
until
he
he gets what he wants.
gets what he wants, and he's like, all right, cool, I'm taking advantage of this. Like this is my world now. Like f you guys and stuff. And again, the like the actors that they get, man, the A-list actors, right? Like they actually got like Mark Ruffalo to play, Hulk or whatever,
Yeah,
which was cool because that was a play on Edward Norton's.
yeah, that was Edward Norton's Hulk.
Dude, I was like, oh man, I'm still upset that Edward Norton didn't get his dues because I really liked his Hulk or his portrayal of Hulk,
Yeah,
right? Because the first one with Eric, I think it's Benet or Bana,
Eric Bana.
yeah, like it was that Hulk was terrible. Like
Yeah,
it was so bad. It was just so slow paced and stuff. Um, and then, um, with they got Edward Norton, which I was like, oh, cool, this is a cool revamp. And then of course they brought Mark Ruffalo, which I'm not saying anything negative about Mark Ruffalo. Like I like his Hulk, like he's a pretty good
yeah,
Hulk, but I just really liked Edward Norton's. But that was funny that they did that whole like scene, and it was definitely an
yeah,
Edward Norton like kind of like kind of call back to that and stuff. So
yeah,
so that was pretty cool. And then of course like well, Black Widow was in the library and he attacked her and just kind of like messed her up. And for a second there, I thought Nick Fury was really a badass. Like I was like, oh shit, because like, or sorry, I'm
he
kind
was
of
like slapping him
yeah, he was like slapping
and
him
punching
around.
him.
Yeah, like I was like, oh shit, Nick Fury's really Samuel L. Jackson's character is a badass. He's like jumping over people and stuff. Obviously,
Right.
fat there, we're fast forwarding a little bit, but he met them at the graveyard, and it wasn't Nick Fury. It was obviously Loki because he was like, oh, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
make a deal with him and stuff. So, but at the end when they brought Captain Marvel when she came back, and then
Yeah.
um, he's at the ice and he's like,
Brushing off Steve's shield.
Steve Shields. So he's just like, hey. Oh yeah, I guess in that universe it wouldn't be Captain Carter, but anyways, yeah, Captain America's shield and stuff. So maybe he's gonna wake him up. So I don't know. I'm excited to see what the next episodes. I wish they did previews, man.
Yeah, I kind of do too, but I kind of like I'm surprised every week. Don't know what's going to happen, what I'm getting into. So
Hmm.
it's a good episode though. This series so far is pretty good.
I give it credit, man. I think the first one was a very solid episode, and I just feel like they're still staking really good. They're getting better and better, right? And I think that
Yeah.
wherever the direction they're going, it's a good one. And it's like
Yeah.
no matter the ending of the episode, it's a cool kind of like kind of
Twist
callback
or
and
yeah.
twist to what we've seen already, and then just kind of throwing a twist on there, right? So I don't
Yeah.
know, man. I'm intrigued to see what the next episode is going to be about. I know there was a Spider-Man that had a cape. I'm intrigued to see who how he plays that or who is Spider-Man, right? Because like I wonder if there's a world where there's somebody who also plays Spider-Man who just happens to be
Yeah.
him, right? That is
Yeah.
still an Avenger or kind of Marvel superhero or something.
Yeah.
But we'll see, man. Another thing too that wanted to kind of talk to you about, man. And I don't know if you had a chance to kind of check out was the GamesCon stuff.
So the only thing I saw was the announcement for Horizon why do I always forget the name of the next one? Horizon Forbidden West.
Yeah, Forbidden West. Yep,
Yeah, so like the release
February
date
22, right?
18th.
February
Yeah,
18th,
February 18th next year. So about 6 months away, give or
something like
take.
that. Yep, it's gonna
So
come a
yeah,
lot faster than we think, man.
that's the only thing I really saw other than the update for Horizon Zero Dawn for PS5 gameplay or whatever. I didn't really get too much into it.
So I saw a few things. I still got to go back in and kind of take a really longer look at some of the things, but I know I think they're doing a remake of Saints Row. I don't know if you ever played any of the
So
Saints
I
Rows
saw
game.
something about that. I never really got into them, but I saw something about a reboot maybe, or is
Yeah.
it going to be a
Yep.
and I heard people are kind of upset about the reboot.
yeah, so I was gonna ask you if you'd ever played Saints Row, and would you consider it kind of like a
It's like an over exaggeration of Grand Theft
I
Auto.
was literally about to say get Grand Theft Auto, right? So,
Yeah.
I never got to play it. I just know that there's like I'll never forget I was in college and I was taking an anatomy class, and the professor, for some reason, we got on the topic of video games. I don't know why, but he's just like, "Oh yeah," he's like, "I really like playing that game that you run around with the purple dildo," and I was like, "What is this man talking about?" And then, of course, I did a little research, and it was Saints Row because I guess apparently you
Right.
can run around with like a you have to do some special stuff or whatever, but you have like this purple dildo and you can go around and start beating the hell out of
Slap
people,
people with them.
slap people with it and stuff. So, um, but Saints Row, like you said, that it's supposed to be a reboot, Elden Ring, which they said that there was supposed to be some kind of big A-listers to make the game. It's a role-playing game. It's
Hmm.
supposed to be exclusive to PlayStation and PC. So that's gonna be a pretty cool game to kind of take a look at. Deathloop, it's another. It's kind of like I think it's a first person. If it's not first
And
person,
Deathloop comes out next month, doesn't it?
yep, it comes out next month, and that's a PlayStation 5 exclusive. Um, I think the developers also developed like the Legend of Zelda, I believe. And there's kind of like a or it's an assassin kind of stuck in a time loop, right? And you're just kind
Yeah.
of like
Yeah.
replaying
Looks
certain things.
interesting.
Yeah, it looks kind of interesting. There was another one that I saw. It was called and I think it had a pretty cool concept. I think it was like Sifu or Saifu or something. But it was kind of this fight based game where
Hmm.
you're like a character and you have to go through these levels, and every time you die, you age. So
Oh wow.
you get older as you play the game. So like obviously you get older, but every time you die, your character comes back older. Now again, I don't know how that ties in regards to like maybe it makes you
Right.
slower, maybe you don't have as many like fight combos or something like that. But you're supposed to start the game like fresh face, clean cut, like short hair and stuff. And as you play the game longer and longer, you get like a beard. It's gray, long hair that's gray. So I was like, damn, that's pretty good because it reminded me
That's an interesting concept.
yeah, it reminds me a little bit of like the like some of the Batman games that came out that Warner Brothers produced, where it's like as you went further in the game, like
Yeah.
Batman suit isn't as polished, right? You
Yeah.
start developing like kind of scrapes and scratches, and the cape starts
Yeah.
getting holes in it and stuff like that. So it's kind of like the battle wears on your character, and it actually
Yeah.
visibly looks like it. So you don't have like a brand new, clean, shiny costume every time. It's like no, like if
Yeah.
you get stabbed or you get cut or something like that, it starts damaging and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's just a little detail sometimes, man. They definitely go a long way.
Definitely.
So that was that one. Dying Light, I know the sequel's supposed to be coming out soon, so
Yeah.
they did some teasers on that. TMNT, so Ninja Turtle game. They're coming out with that as well. Let's see, Death Stranding, the director's cut. I think that's supposed, they kind of revealed that and showed that. And I know you were, a big fan of Death Stranding, um, kind of when it came out and stuff. Call of Duty
Yeah.
Vanguard was another game that came out, right? I
I think the
told
alpha's out right now.
the alpha is out this weekend, so if you download it, you get to play it. I know I talked to one of my friends and he downloaded it, and so he was just like, "Hey man, you gonna play it this weekend?" I was like, "I'm gonna try to play it." So if I can download it at some point in time, my storage on my PS5 isn't always the best one.
Right.
If I can download it sometime, man, I'm gonna try to hop on that. But I completely forgot, man. We're almost September. A new Call of Duty game is coming.
Right.
So I totally forgot. I was like, they've just been overlapped so much. Like right now, I have Call of Duty Cold War and Modern Warfare on my system, and I can play both of those back to back. It's really it's just weird,
Yeah.
man. The interfaces. I'm old. I don't know. Maybe I need it more simplified or something. But sometimes I get confused as to which game I'm playing and which game I'm not. It's just a lot. But I mean, I forgot there's a whole nother Call of Duty. I was just like, oh shit, like yeah,
Does
they
this one
do that.
have a campaign or is it just
No,
multiplayer?
I think this one actually has a campaign. So like I remember they were showing some videos of the campaign at Gamescom and stuff. So Marvel Midnight Suns. There's
So
a
I was gonna say that I saw that's the other trailer I saw was for that one.
So I think you can be either a playable character that they kind of showed, so you can be that person, or you could also make your own superhero with your own
Huh.
effects and stuff. So that's kind of a cool concept. I think that'd be pretty
I
cool.
saw it had Wolverine, it had Blade, it had Ghost Rider,
Yep.
had Iron Man.
Captain
Of course,
Marvel.
different variations of them.
Yep.
The whatever I can't remember the name of the variations
Yeah,
for
yeah,
each of
yeah.
them.
Yeah, but you
That
could.
Ghost Rider character looked sick.
He did, man. He didn't have that leather
Yo,
jacket or none of that, man.
when the flames came from the top of the helmet and the eyes and lit up, and then he started swinging the chains, I was like, yo, I was hyped.
Yeah, man. So it reminds me of like you ever play the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games?
That's what a lot of people were saying.
Yeah.
That
So
it
I wonder if
reminded.
it's kind of like
So
that.
is this going to be like? I read that it's going to be like a turn-based kind of game?
Oh, I'm not too sure. I didn't, like I said, I didn't. Um, you
Because
know,
this was just a announcement trailer. It wasn't like gameplay or anything like that.
yeah. So it was just an announcement trailer. I didn't really read in too much, but I think I could see if it's not turn based, I know for sure it's supposed to be like third person like above the character as you're kind of moving
Yeah,
them, and then like I think you may be role
or like
based
a what's that game?
RPG, like a role playing game. Yeah, you're role playing.
What's the one on PC that everyone plays?
Like League of Legends or something,
No,
or
well, I guess kind of like that, but
not League of Legends. The other one is World of Warcraft.
no,
I'm trying.
oh my
I'm trying
gosh,
to run through PC games in my head right now, man.
like the cover has like a skull with like flames and a hood on.
Not Elder Scrolls, not StarCraft, not.
It's like a top up, and the characters, your character's a little bitty, and you're running
Mhm.
around, and like hordes of enemies are coming at you. You have like,
Oh shit!
you know what I'm talking about, right?
I think so, man.
I think they're on like the third one now. It's been around for a while.
Let's see. PC games. It's not Sims? I'm totally
No,
kidding. It can't be no Sims.
I was playing Sims earlier today.
Hey man, Sims is a good game. I won't
I
shit
love
on.
Sims.
Yeah, I won't shit on Sims. Sims is a good game. If you guys don't know anything about Sims, get into Sims. It can get addicting. It's a good game.
What is this game called?
I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to go through like PC games that pretty popular that a lot of people play, and like I said, World of Warcraft. There's like StarCraft. There's like League of Legends.
I
Diablo.
would say it's most like Diablo.
Diablo 3.
Why
Or
can't
yeah,
why couldn't
Diablo
I
1, 2,
think
and
of
3.
that?
I have no idea, man. I love Diablo. It came out for PS. I know it came out for console. I think the PS4. I played it on PS4. Awesome game. Love it. Absolutely
It
love it,
feels like
bro.
that. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Oh,
And if it
oh,
was
hell yeah.
multiplayer,
Oh, dude. We're handing it up, man.
yeah,
I was like,
I'd get into that.
get your controller, get online, get in the party chat. We're doing this, man. No bullshit.
Yeah,
But if it's kind of like that, because I feel like that's how Marvel Alliance was a little bit like that, right? The
yeah,
gameplay was similar to Diablo, and it wasn't necessarily turn based, but you definitely just like sat there and just kept pushing like one of the buttons, and you would keep doing a power attack until you powered up. And once you powered up, you
yeah,
hit like the other like two buttons together, whatever, and then you're sitting there and your character's just like an animal just tearing everybody up and stuff. So
yeah,
but Marvel Alliance is I like that game a lot. I remember playing like the first one or the second one. I got it for free when I bought an Xbox 360 once a long time ago, and I think a month later got the red ring of death. But we won't talk about that. But I remember playing it on that, and it was cool. And I like games like that because like it reminds me a little bit of like of course, like the Spider-Man game that came out for PS5. But what's another game that I play that kind of gives you like a cool backstory? Oh, the Batman games. Like anytime you play the
yeah,
Batman games, like you get like they'll talk about a certain evil character, and then you click on you can push start, go to the menu, and you can do like a whole profile on that character, right?
yeah,
And I think the similar thing is like Marvel Alliance did that with their characters. So like if you unlock Blade, you go to Blade character and it'd be like, oh, first issue when he's made his appearance was this issue.
yeah,
These are his superpowers. This is like who he is. Like he's a vampire. He's a daywalk. Whatever. Right? They'll give you a
yeah,
whole breakdown of that character, man, and it was cool because it truly educated you, informed you so much more about the characters, right? And again, like I
yeah,
think the Batman games did that too, where you could like Mr. Freeze, cool. Here's a story about Mr. Freeze. The Joker,
yeah,
here's a cool story. This is how tall he is. This is his weight. It
yeah,
was very detailed, so I really like those games because of that reason, because it gives you a lot more background on the characters instead of you just doing like your own research, and plus it's immersive, right? So
yeah.
you get to kind of be in there.
So have you downloaded the expansion for Ghost of Tsushima yet?
I still haven't yet, man. I've been meaning to ask you. It's not free, right? Like I have to pay for it.
Nah, it's like 30
Okay,
bucks.
you said it's $30.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah, no. I mean, I'll pay the $30, but I haven't got it yet, man. What are some of your insights? What are some of your first impressions so far?
I mean,
Well,
it's
number
pretty
one, I
good. That
remember you thought you deleted the game.
Yeah, I thought I lost my completed game because I finished the original
Hmm.
whole playthrough, and I guess I just had to go back in, and there's a menu option that says load PS4 save, and so I
Oh,
had to
okay.
reload that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, but it's good. I
Hmm.
like so they added like a new enemy to the Mongols like a shaman chief, and they
Oh.
can chant, and while they're chanting, it like all the Mongols that are fighting under them are like they're more aggressive and they're
Oh.
harder to kill.
Okay.
So they come at you even more. Um, More of the the when they do the swings with the red and you can't block it, you have to dodge or you get hit in
Yeah.
it. So they do more of those
Oh,
attacks.
damn. Okay.
There's more, of course, more outfits you can get. I
Hmm.
got a pretty cool one that I've been running around in.
Nice.
There's a few more animals on the island that you can
Oh.
interact with,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um, and more people, more characters that you can interact with.
Okay.
So far, though, it's pretty good. I think it's gonna be pretty short. I don't know how much farther I have to go, but
The
so
hap
far it's pretty good.
the haptic feedback, how does that work? Like,
So
can you
when
feel
you
like,
hold the yeah, you can feel when you hold the trigger for the arrow,
yeah,
like you can feel it like tightening, and
yeah,
then it's the release. You can feel it like let go.
hmm,
And so there's challenges throughout the island where you have to like shoot lanterns with your bow and arrow and a time limit to
yeah.
get bronze, gold, and silver. And man, you can like I guess I'm just not that fast. I'm a
Yeah,
consistent bronze man.
yeah, yeah, consistent.
I'm not fast on that draw of the bow and arrow.
Oh no, that's pretty cool. And I mean, I will say, like, that's one of the things I really like about haptic feedback, and I think they're just kind of scratching the surface on that
Yeah,
technology. But like, I know using it for playing like Call of Duty or something like that, right? When you're like trying to like hold the gun and aim, and then trying to shoot it, like it feels like an actual trigger on some guns.
yeah,
Like, I mean, obviously they can't mimic it exactly, but it's pretty damn
yeah,
close. So I was
yeah.
wondering if like on the swords, like if you're trying to sheath it or something like that, like, or if you're trying to
I
block,
don't.
can you feel like,
Yeah,
do
I
you have
think
to
you
like
can
hold it
feel it a
down or
little
something like
bit when
that?
you do the blocks, and
Oh,
then the sound. I don't know if it came through the some of the sounds came through the controller before of the sword,
yeah.
but they all come through the controller, like when the swords hit, like when you're blocking or
Oh
whatever.
man, that's so cool. I'm
And
sure
the
it like
visuals are
vibrates.
just
Yeah, the
yeah,
vibrates and then it makes that noise. Oh shit, you got me. I'm sold.
and the visuals are just insane
Yeah, because they
for on
upgraded it
this.
to 4K, right? Like it's 4K and like,
Yeah, and there's a lot more colors on this island. It's
oh dude. Okay, yep. I'm gonna spend $30. Take my money. Like,
right.
I think he sucker punches the company. Just take my money. Here you guys go.
Yeah,
Keep producing content like that, and I'll be happy.
yeah. I mean, overall, I think the whole game is an excellent game.
Okay, but no, yeah, that's awesome, man. Staying on the same topic of role playing games, right? Or just like games that have like a story mode to them and stuff. Skyrim. Have you ever played Skyrim?
Skyrim?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it. I think we brought this up before. Like I bought it years after it came out. So I got it, at GameStop for like $10.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like I'm the type of person that like it takes me forever to finish some games, especially if they have side quests. Because I just go do side quests all day long. And Skyrim is one of those where you can just do side quests all day long and not even touch any of the main missions. And so like I probably completed like 1% of this game.
Okay, and the reason I even bring Skyrim up is because they are re-releasing it for
Oh
the
yeah.
for the updated consoles.
So I wonder if we have to pay for a whole new game or
I
if we
think if you
have it
I
already,
think if you
if it's
own
a
the
free
game,
upgrade.
yeah, I think if you own the game, it's a free upgrade. I don't know
That'd
how
be
that
awesome.
works, but if you have the free game, it's a free upgrade. But if you don't have the game, you have to buy it. And most of the feedback that I kind of saw, like just in the comment section and stuff, people are like, "Don't buy this fucking game," because they're tired of like that particular company not creating
New content.
new content, right? They're like, "Can we stop?" Again, this is the same thing with Rockstar, right? Like,
Same with Rockstar. Like as long as people keep buying GTA 5 and it's still in the top 10 of sales every month for
seriously?
how old is this game?
Man, it came out in what, PlayStation 3?
PlayStation 3. So the more people keep buying it and the more people spend money on shark cards for
Hmm.
GTA Online, like they have no incentive to make a new
It's
GTA.
literally them swimming in money just stacks, stacks, and stacks and stacks of money,
Like
just like
Scrooge McDuck,
Scrooge McDuck. Exactly.
swimming in his bank
They're
vault.
like, we don't need to spend more money. We don't need to create new games or anything like that. Just keep re-releasing the same shit. They'll keep buying it. They'll be happy. We'll keep it moving.
Well, luckily we get a free upgrade because was it a free upgrade from PS3 to PS4?
Oh man, I
I
couldn't.
bought it.
Oh, you talking
I
about
remember buying it on PS4.
what? GTA
Af-
or Skyrim?
yeah, GTA
Oh yeah,
5.
yeah, yeah. You had to buy it.
So at least this time it's a free upgrade
But I
for
think
us.
was it okay? Maybe I'm thinking of because I know The Last of Us was like that. Like you could buy the newest edition, but at the same time, like it was like a reduced, like discounted price or something, or you could trade it in. I don't remember how it
Because I,
was.
I remember I bought it on PS3,
Hmm.
GTA 5, and I
Yeah.
remember buying it again on PS4.
Hmm.
So I bought that game twice already. Like you're not getting me again. Fool me once, you know.
Yeah, it's like if you guys don't want to upgrade me for free on the PSI, fuck you guys. I'm not doing this.
Right. I mean, I haven't even been on GTA Online, and I can't even remember
It's
the
like,
last time
what
I
was
was.
the last time we were on? 2020 summer? I'm just kidding. Something like that,
I
man.
probably was last summer when we were all when it was me, you, and Vic and Justin
And we just had
doing
a bunch
running
of free. We
missions.
had a bunch of
Well,
free
I think
time.
we went on. When did the island come out? The Pacao or whatever. Did
Uh,
we all go with it? Did we all
we
do
did.
that?
I think we did. Yep. So
I
that
remember
one.
being on the island once.
Yeah, we did that before, and we knocked that out.
I don't remember finishing it. I think I might have lost connection and got booted.
Really, I remember doing it with Justin. I don't know why.
I probably got booted then. Because remember, we like one of us would always get booted during a mission. It
Every
seemed like.
time, man. Every time. My favorite mission is still the Top Gun one that ended with Highway to the Danger Zone. That's still my favorite episode. I didn't know that was gonna happen. We were all in the jets and we were flying, and that song came on, and I was
Yeah,
like, "This is fucking awesome." I was like, "This is awesome."
I'm saying it's close to a year that we played that all together, though.
We got to get on it sometime, man. We got to take some time out and do it.
Well, whenever they do the free upgrade, we
There
can
it
all
is.
jump on then.
I'm down with that. Absolutely. Um, cool, man. So I think we covered a lot of topics today. I think we're gonna go ahead and call it a night, unless you wanted to, add on to anything, man, or have any other questions.
So only thing I gotta say, if you'll bear with me, I want to take just a quick moment and a quick moment of silence for the 13 service members we lost the other day.
Absolutely.
During from the stemming from the attack at the airport in Kabul. So, just a quick 30 seconds of silence for that. I hope nobody minds. I hope you don't mind, but being a veteran, this something that's close to me. So just a quick moment of silence. All right, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate that.
Absolutely, man.
Um, yeah. Other than that, what are we one more week away from football?
There it is, man. Next. Oh yeah, no, yeah. I think it's September 9th,
Is
right? September 9th is the official first game on a Thursday evening at like 7 p.m. Eastern.
so like 10 days away, something like that.
10 days away, my guy.
So almost a football season.
Super excited. Yeah, I got dragged into a fantasy football team or fantasy football league. We'll get into it next episode, man. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting.
All right. So yeah, I just want to thank everybody for stopping by, for listening with us. Thanks for everyone that came back. Thanks for any new listeners. We appreciate you being here. As usual, check out our website, we3bros.com. You can catch all our episodes there. We also have a merch page, so you can check out some of the merch we have. And I want to thank Joseph for being here again.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure. Again, thank you for anybody who's checking us out there. And as always, man, Bigfoot, bro, if you're listening, come join the podcast, man. I'm gonna find you one of these days.
One day we'll have Jack Link's Jerky and Bigfoot on here.
There it is, man. There it is.
All right. Thanks, everybody. And we'll catch you next week.